So today I'm going to talk about maintenance plans and flare-up plans. Now, a maintenance plan is absolutely key to any sort of recovery. And when we talk about recovery, we don't talk about us becoming fully cured. We talk about us living the best lives in the best way that we can. That's what recovery is to me, is about living to your optimum. We don't always recover completely who we are, because of injury, illness, but also just because of age as well. Things change. So maintenance plan is really, really important for any thought of mental health, physical health, and just generally in day-to-day life. Really, it's really important to have routines and to keep us going. So my maintenance plan is for my fibromyalgia and functional neurological disorder, but also for anxiety and depression as well, at times when I get quite low, quite demotivated, don't want to go out, don't want to do anything. So it's kind of an all over one, but maintenance plan is what you need for you to make your day better. So I just wanted to give you a little example and go through mine. So the first thing that I have on my maintenance plan is to get out of bed by 9 o'clock at the latest. Now, generally nowadays, since I got sober, I'm up a lot earlier than that. But 9 o'clock is my absolute cut off. If I lay in after that, I know it makes my fibromyalgia so much worse, with regards to energy levels. And to me, sleep and your sleep routine is important. So I end my maintenance plan with bed by 9 and lights and everything electrical off by 10 p.m. So, when we're kids, or if we have kids, we have a routine for them for bed. As we become adults, we don't tend to do that. And sleep is really, really important. And that bedtime routine is really, really important to have. It's just to have that wind down, and perhaps I'll do a whole new video a bit later on about sleep and about the routine and what we call sleep hygiene. I'll do that a bit later. So for me, I go to bed at a regular time, I get up at a regular time, and that really, really helps, and it's really important to do that. The other next thing I've got is have a shower or a bath, each day, because it's very easy not to, and just to let those things slip and slide and just not bother. But it's really, really important just again to have that routine to make ourselves feel a little bit better, and that's part of self-care, and that's what we really, really need to do. It doesn't mean to say that I have to have a shower or bath as soon as I get up at 9 o'clock. In fact, it takes me a while to get going in the morning. So it's just at some point during the day, just to make sure that I do that, because otherwise days can go by and we don't do those sort of things. The next on my list is pacing, and that is so important. We need to balance our mental and our physical health. I don't know about you, but I am a boom or bust person. If I've got a bit of energy, I'll do loads because it's better for my mental health, and then I'm like physically exhausted. So it's really, really important to pace yourself day by day, and even in your activities. If you start feeling tired, take a break, have a rest. Rome wasn't built in a day. We need to get rid of this rush. We need to slow ourselves down a bit, and pacing is really, really key. And what goes alongside with that is acceptance. So it is about acceptance is a really big thing on my maintenance list, that I have to accept things just as they are day by day. And the other thing on there also with that is staying curious. So just being a bit curious about, what's this about? What's that thought about? What's my body telling me? And living in the now. We only ever have today. We only ever have this minute. Because the next minute is going to be this minute again. And if you need sort of some help on living in the now, then I suggest that you listen to Eckhart Tolle on in the Power of Now. He's on YouTube. The whole book's on there. And Pema Chodron, both really great people to listen to on living in the now. And using mindfulness. Some people don't like that word, but I love using mindfulness and being mindful every day, which is another thing on my plan, is to stay, to be mindful of what I'm doing and slow myself down. Right, so next on my list is physio exercises and yoga stretches. They're ones that I do get a bit slack of, actually. It's just like, yeah, I'm in a bit of pain, so I do my exercises, but not good, really. Need to do them every day. So if you've got your exercises, then get them and do them each day to get those, to get you working and get you moving. Eat healthily, sitting down and chewing well, you know, eat mindfully. How many of us just eat on the go or eat when watching telly? You know, it's about sitting down. And, you know, I do think that the key to the future of medicine is in our gut. It is about the gut health. So we do need to eat healthily. We do need to feed those healthy microbiomes, and we do need to digest our food properly. You know, a lot of us don't. We don't even, you know, digestion starts in the mouth with the chew. So chew really well, sit down, eat your food, and yeah, appreciate it all. Drink plenty of water. Key, isn't it? Keep hydrated, hydrated, hydrated. One of the ways to tell this actually is the colour of your pee. If your pee is quite orange or quite dark, you're not drinking enough. So drink more water. It should be like a nice straw colour, like a really light straw colour. If it's not, if it's any darker, you need more fluids. Avoid alcohol. Absolutely key to good physical and mental health. I am a year sober now, just over a year sober. It's made a huge difference to my life. I recommend it for everyone. I am now living. Alcohol contains arsenic, and it's got 30 cancer-causing carcinogens. It is the 3rd biggest killer in the world. So, and smoking is 6th. So really consider your alcohol, and just smoking. Don't smoke either. That's really bad for you. Okay, get outside. So each day I have to get outside. We all need 30 minutes of unprotected sunshine a day. It's a vitamin D, really good for our mental and physical health, good for our bones, good for the serotonin levels in our brain. When I did my prescriber training, I remember looking at some research, and there was some research that they did that looked at people who died in the summer and people who died in the winter, and they looked inside the brain, and the serotonin levels in those that had died in summer was a lot higher than those that died in the winter. So it really is a chemical thing. So get out in that sunshine. It does make us feel better, doesn't it? Even if it's a miserable day, get out. The sun is always there. We can't always see it, but the sunshine is always there. So get outside. Take pain relief when needed. I'm not very good at that. I'm like, no, but take it. I do use a lot of topical stuff. I use Vicks Vapor Rub, so you know, stuff that you used to put on your chest, emollients and that for colds. I use that as pain relief. I use BioFreeze. Yeah, I also take CBD oil as well. But yeah, take your prescribed pain relief as you need to. And if you have horrible side effects on that, then just talk to your medical practitioner to see if there's something alternative that you can have instead. Ask for help. This is a biggie, isn't it? Asking for help. It's like, oh, it's a huge thing for me. Huge thing. But it's something I'm really practicing on. And in my sobriety, I've come across this beautiful book called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And I absolutely love it. And one of the things in there, I can't remember the exact words, but it's something like, what is the bravest thing you've ever said? Help, said the boy. And I think, yeah, that is brave, isn't it? And the other thing is that I'm at my strongest when I dare to show my weakness. And that's something I've really had to learn and work on. But it's very true. Ask for help. People don't know you need help unless you ask for it. And, you know, the worst thing that's going to happen is someone's going to say no. Okay, you might feel a bit rejected and a bit unhelped, a bit tearful, but generally people won't. Generally people do help. Okay, tackle something you've been putting off. So every day I tackle one thing that I've been putting off. If I can do more, than great, but you know, because putting those things off, it's like, I'll do it tomorrow. Not good for your mental health. And if your mental health isn't good, if you're getting stressed and you're anxious, it's going to impact on your physical health and vice versa. So that one thing you've been putting off, just do it today. Just one of those things. And lastly, I think on my list is to have an afternoon nap. Okay, so have an afternoon nap. I don't always manage to do it, but they do say that the optimum time to have a nap even is a 2-hour nap between 1 and 3. So that is meant to be the best time to have a little nap and get your energy levels back up. And I do, you know, if I do that, then it does make a huge difference to my day. So, but you know, that's my maintenance plan. It's about what's right for you and what's going to, you know, stimulate you and trigger you. I do have a flare-up plan as well, so that is when things are really bad. Then what do I have to do? So take extra pain relief. It used to be take time off sick from work, but I am now medically retired. So, but if you're working, take time off sick from work if you need to. You know, it doesn't mean you're failing. Doesn't mean to say you're giving in. It means that you're looking after yourself. One of the things I use a lot of the time is, what would I say to somebody else? You know, what would I do to other people? If it's really difficult to do it for myself, then I use that third person. Like if I can't be bothered to get up and make myself a drink, it's like, well, I'd do it for somebody else. If somebody else wanted a drink, I'd get up and make them one. So I use that as a bit of a kick up the backside to myself to make myself go and do that. So extra pain relief, take time off sick, or just take time out. Stay connected though. You know, today we've got technology, so we can stay connected on, you know, FaceTime, whatever medium we use. Talking to people, you know, I use that time if I can't get up and about, you know, if I'm stuck in bed or stuck on the settee. I use that time to connect more with people, so make more phone calls, do more FaceTime, just, yeah. And do things like read or research or blog or YouTube or whatever. I know we don't always want to communicate with other people. We might want to just be on our own. So yeah, read, knit, take up a hobby, watch some Netflix series, you know, just rest yourself, do what you need to do. So that one thing that you've been putting off today, go do that, or perhaps just write yourself a maintenance plan and stick to it. Mine goes on my fridge, magnets on the fridge to remind me there. So yeah, it really does help. So get yourself one written. Take care for now.